Welcome to my video, Jodi Arias, Romancing the Stone Cold Jury. I'm Carl Torsbins, former Deputy Warden, and I worked in the New Mexico and Arizona Department of Corrections from 1985 to 2010. This video is prepared for discussion and commenting so that we can look at the Jodi Arias case and see what's going on. Jodi Arias will face another jury next month in the hot desert of Arizona. She will face a stone cold jury of 12 men and women that will decide her fate of life or death. Arizona has long been known to be a hangman state, and this case is certainly at a hangman's level. Many will watch this case again, as demonstrated in the past. As I've stated before in my video, Jodi Arias, the dance, in my personal perspective, I do not applaud the death penalty. I find it fitting with strict parameters, and as such, feel that Arias crossed that line. Hence, Jodi Arias is a sinkhole not worth fixing. Bluntly put, but honestly said. Please understand me clearly. I don't get any pleasure for saying this, but some people just need to be put on death row and be terminated for the best interest of humanity and justice. And I base this comment on my dealings with sociopaths on death row and the gang units and lifers showing no compassion or understanding of other people's rights. The facts speak for themselves. The cruel and terrifying moments of Alexander's last moments of death require retribution to the fullest and allowable degree by law. I am of the opinion that this second time around, a new jury will find a reason and courage to impose the death penalty rather than giving her the opportunity of life. Realizing the defense team is hastily making backroom deals to avoid the death penalty, the prosecutor can be confident that this new gang of 12 will make the right decision. A person such as Arias does not deserve a deal. She deserves nothing less than death. The jury must recognize her continued threat when deciding her fate and destiny. This is more about tomorrow than about today. The new jury will see and hear what the others ignored. They will not be persuaded by sex or lies and tales of ecstasy or rantless emotions. The phases of being mesmerized are over. In my opinion, this case was always and has always been about the death penalty. You can't lose focus on that. The judge has scheduled an initial hearing for late June and a new death penalty trial for July. In anticipation of justice being delivered, the defense team must be on their toes, as their case will be based solely on what has already transpired. They will now include those post-verdict interviews Arias did with the press from the Maricopa County Jail. Even then, will Arias come across as a master manipulator she is? Question mark. I seriously doubt it. I can't see the new jury falling for that ploy again. Thus, a verdict of receiving the death penalty is imminent and clearly defined by law. Her appeal will be automatic, and her final fate will end up in the hands of the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals, where many death row cases have been successfully overturned and reversed appeals on the death penalty. We will see if Arias has the devil in her pocket and escape the wrath of a death sentence. It should be interesting if this group of jurisprudence will lean to the side of Arias and give her life. I can't imagine those judges looking the other way, but anything is possible. Unless there's a lock on the devil's pocket, she might be able to escape and be spared. Jurisprudence. Perhaps this time around the defense lawyers will use all the tools available by law and allow family members to testify as a tactical maneuver to show Arias fell victim to ineffective counsel and deserves a new trial. A strategy that worked the first time, but not the second time. Anyone who's ever watched a criminal trial in Arizona was puzzled and remains to be puzzled why family members did not stand up for Arias and why these attorneys excluded them from the entire trial. I suspect a deliberate attempt to bring this back into an appeal and make a case of it, which is in my opinion the most unethical conduct by her lawyers. Her life will be in the hands of the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals in San Francisco. They will ultimately decide life or death in her appeal. It will be a hot day in Arizona when Jodi Arias faces the stone-cold faces of the new jury in July. They will be much better prepared to handle this case. As always, thank you. I appreciate your support and sharing the videos. Remember, these videos are developed and published for your interest as well as my interest to bring awareness and general discussion to the topics presented.